Welcome back, once again adventurers, to Let's Play Robotics DaSH. And in the last episode, Daru's grand plan to utilize the exact same technology as Kokimijima in order to facilitate the transfer from the gun phase to the robot phase of the Tanegashima Festival fizzled in absolute nothingness, earning much disappointment from the festival sponsor, Sumio with Space Candy. But it looks like Akiho has something in mind, intending for the Honorary Prez, the mascot of the Robotics Club, to fill in instead. Which, well, isn't entirely a bad idea, I guess. Schneider, the name of a robot from Mobile Battler Gun Barrel and Gun Barrel Kill Ballad Online. Piloted by Varel Western, it is the only car trooper in the series that has long-range sniping capabilities.
Nonsense this.
And as usual, Subaru is interjecting with his usual criticism levied towards Akiho. Although, to be fair, it's, there are, well, let's just say a couple of things that could be considered limitations.
そもそも種子島新さん会に火縄銃なんて持たせられるわけないでしょ。大きさが違いすぎます。
Well, that's true, but even Akiho would have acknowledged the fact that giving the Honorary Prez a life-sized matchlock gun was a terrible idea and completely unfeasible. So give her some credit there. However, there is another issue at hand. Besides,
ましてや撃たせるなんて不可能です。
Yeah. Because if memory serves, the Honorary Prez, last time I checked, doesn't actually have hands to hold anything, having two balled fists instead. So actually making it fire a weapon is going to be quite the challenge.
だったらホビーロボ用のバズーカを持たせるのはどう？どこの店に市販品が売ってたよね。
We're kind of running into the same problem there, Akiho, although I'm actually rather surprised that Fujito is actually selling hobby robot bazookas of all things.
それならできなくはないと思いますが、それではそもそもの趣旨が変わってしまいます。
I mean, to be fair, it is in fact a toy rather than an actual bazooka, but yeah. I mean, you could give it a toy matchlock gun too, but again, we run into the whole can't pull the trigger problem.
見た目が近ければいいじゃん。
種子島の鉄砲祭りだから火縄銃なんです。バズーカは関係ないでしょ。
Yeah. Subaru's insisting that Akiho stick to the theme of the whole festival to begin with.
スバルの頭でっかち。
That's simply just how he is and how he's always been, Akiho. I understand where he's coming from. Of course you do, Kaito. No one would care if the Honorary Prez showed up out of nowhere and shot a bazooka. if it just showed up at all, I guess. Plus, it's just a hobby robot. A robot of that size shooting a bazooka doesn't make for much of a show. Not quite the impact that Sumio was looking for. Having said that, yeah, Sumio has invested a lot of time and effort trying to get this festival off the ground. But then again, it is still pretty much on him that his usual style involves last-minute fly by the seat of your pants additions. But still, his heart's in the right place. Watching Mr. Candy's unusually dispirited state, I really feel like doing something for him. Besides, this sort of thing shouldn't have been left in the hands of an outsider to begin with. This was also always a problem for us, the people who come from Tanegashima. Yeah, Daru did what he could, but it didn't work. I don't think Akiho's idea is a bad one, given that it honors the purpose and theme of the festival, no matter what Subaru says. Excuse me. We just have to tweak it a little. Looks like Kaito's already thinking of some workarounds.
AR を使うってのもどう?
Could work. I mean, the Robotics Club has done it before.
名誉部長にバズーカを持たせてさ、AR で見ると等身大ぐらいになって火縄銃を撃ってるように見せる。
That's the same tech we used to make Gun Build 2 look like Gun Barrel at the expo at Odaiba. And surprisingly, against expectations, people actually did take to that quite well, so second time's the charm, I guess.
それなら実現も可能だし、祭りの趣旨にも合致すると思うんだけど。
カイ、それいい！すごくいいよ！
Well, there are a few technicalities that will have to be sorted out along the way, but the sentiment is there.
ねえ、スバル、それならどう？
悪くはない考えですが、ただそのためには時間の問題があります。
Yeah, it's always an issue of time. Of course. No matter how you slice it, the next Matchlock gun demo starts in 4 hours. There really isn't much time.
ですが、みんなの協力があればできなくはないと思います。
Yeah. The heart of it will be putting together the actual program data to actually make it convincing.
まあ、これを実現すれば、ロボ部が注目を得ることにもなるでしょうし。
Subaru actually taking his duties at the Robotics Club seriously now that he's president.
やってくれるなら援助の増額を考えてもいいぞ。
Very generous of you, Sumio. Of course, if it works, then why not?
わかりました。やりましょう。
Says Subaru definitively. Yeah, he's an authority figure, alright.
やったー！
But Akiho's enthused, so I guess it works out.
そうと決まれば。古氷、どこへ行くつもりだ
？Crowd trying to slink off into the distance once again. Frau slowly turns around.
私、寺忙しいんで。
読 嫁女王コンテストの準備だって特にしてないだろ。協力する時間はあるはずだ。
嫁女王コンテスト出なくていいなら考えなくもな。
それは不可だ。
Denied. Yeah, she's still trying to shirk her own duties for the festival.
そこはもう少し考えるべきとこでしょう。
ロボ部のためだ。これは部長命令だ。
Subaru's way of saying, you will respect my authority.
オーボーだ、パワハラだ。
Frau overreacting as usual, I see. Power harassment. A term describing when a person with authority mentally or physically harasses those under them in a way that goes beyond what's necessary. It is a term that is mainly used in a work environment. Frau complained for a while thereafter, but eventually gave up. She's already calmed down. Subaru, once again weathering that storm.
よし、フルゴーリー。ガンバレルの 3D データを流用して、火縄銃を発射するモーションを作ってくれ。
Of course, comes down to the fact that we're actually going to have to try and map the animation.
AR では種子島新さん回ではなくガンバレルが見えるようにする。
Sticking with the gun barrel theme, given that it's representative for the Robotics Club, I see. We don't have any 3D data of the Honorary Prez. There's no way around that. The other reason for doing that, I see. Yeah, unfortunately we can't use AR to make the Honorary Prez look massive in the time span that we've got.
火縄銃の 3D データは
今から作るのは無理だろう。ネット上でモデリングしたデータが売っているかもしれない。探してみる。
There might be one somewhere around on the internet.
僕は
Maybe.
種子島新さん回がバズーカを撃つ動作をプログラムで作ります。瀬宮先輩はロボクリニックに行ってドクからバズーカを買ってきてください。費用は
Yeah, even for a mock toy, it's probably still going to be a pretty penny.
わしが出す。
But looks like Sumio is fronting the cash on this one, which is music to Akiho's ears.
わかった。
And Fujita wouldn't be so blithe as to turn down the sponsor of the Robotics Club.
イベントでの種子島新さん回の操作はヤシオ先輩お願いします。
Kaito is the pilot yet again. What else is new?
了解。
私たちにも何かお手伝いできることはありませんか？
That of course unfortunately means that Juno and Irie are once again left on the sidelines. Juno and Irie slowly raise their hands.
そうだな。
Don't strain yourself too hard there, Subaru.
名誉部長のために鉄砲隊の衣装を作ってとびきり派手なやつ。
Well, considering the fact that people are going to be looking at gun barrel through their poker comms instead of the Honorary Prez, putting a costume on it sounds a little bit counterproductive. But then again, if it's something that fits with the theme of the gun festival, then could be interesting, I guess.
その方が見栄えもいいし、どうせならそこまでこだわりたいじゃん。
Akiho taking a leaf out of Subaru's book there. She's right. That way we can create some uniformity. Well, at least they've got something to do. Also, I like the very formal way in which Subaru said that. The very stilted formality there.
そうと決まれば時間はありません。おのおの決められた作業に移ってください。
Looks like that's all settled. It's off to the Robotics Club.
ホビーロボ用のバズーカか。確かに在庫はある。よく覚えてたな。最近あまり顔を出さないくせに。
Well, Akiho's certainly been busy with her job at the restaurant, so yeah, it would stand to reason that Akiho doesn't frequent the robotics clinic anymore. And I believe that is going to be it for this episode of Let's Play Robotics Notes DaSH, and when we return, the preparations for the phase transition of the Tanegashima Gun Festival, preparations will begin in earnest. As always, until next we meet.